Пойдемте за серьезным вознаграждением. Мгм. Я даже знаю, куда нам идти. Нам нужно, по-моему, сюда.
Okay, Murphy. So where are you headed now?
I am following the signal from the doctor's computer.
Your arguments
That's
against
handy.
voting are based.
You're gonna keep me posted if you find
Вот он,
anything, won't you?
крючок.
Affirmative,
Need some rubber?
Murphy. Out. No, but it might be covering something that I am looking
No doubt.
for.
It will be like searching for a needle in a haystack unless you have some kind of X-ray vision.
4,6 тонны.
Any joy?
I need to see what is underneath.
Then you'll have to wait. There'll be a truck to move it in an hour or two. It's not like you can move the whole thing anyway. You're not a finicking train, are you?
I am much more than that.
Вот именно. Изи.
Shit! You're like a freaking bulldozer. Is that what you were looking for? A manhole cover?
I need to get underground.
Well, not through there, you ain't. If the sewers are what you're after, then you should use the entrance behind the mark. Just under the overpass.
Thank you, citizen.
Ну да, если бы мне здесь дали бы возможность пострелять, я бы здесь устроил ад на земле.
Another respectable citizen on their way to the sewers.
Да, вечеринка у Децова дома.
Lewis,
Так,
tracker coordinates lead me to the sewers. I am entering now.
I can't hear you very well. It must be bad signal. I've taken down...
один ящик.
land to the safe house.
Lewis, you are breaking up.
Watch your step. This might get dangerous. Make sure to contact it back up. Stay safe.
Да не понадобится, не переживай. Погоди. А, ну да, правильно. Шлюз контролирует банда бандитов. Ну, точнее, не бандитов. Ну, доставай оружие.
Enemy contact!
seem to get hold of him.
Lewis, can you read me?
Loud and clear. Are you out
Ретранслятор.
of the sewers already?
No, I found a signal booster.
A signal booster underground?
It looks like the mercenaries were tampering.
Wonder what they were up to.
Everything we're planning, I am going
Так.
to stop them.
Еще учебная кассета плюс уровень. Турелька.
Please, don't kill me!
Do not be afraid. I am a police officer.
I had this nasty dream that I was a homeless guy living in the sewers. Oh, wait.
Все. Чего тут заминировали, блин? Кретины. Хорошая попытка. Блин, сам себя же. Все, всех. Так, все, да, по идее, больше здесь ничего нет. Так, сейчас одну секундочку. Угу. Так, заодно давайте авто 9 посмотрим, что у нас добавилось. О, 36 у нас добавилось. Уже классно. Бронепробиваемость есть. Точность. Вот так вот можно сделать. Неплохо так мы улучшились, однако, смотри-ка. Прям шикарно улучшились, я бы сказал. Двадцать два, да? Давай вот так вот сделаем, даже 24 сделаем тебя. Ну все, огонь.
Lewis, I found the computer.
What did they need it for?
Retrieving and processing data from my evaluations.
Where was the data going?
OCP's mainframe computer. To access it, you need staff credentials, and they have been using Wendell's.
You're saying that OCP has Wendell on their payroll?
The old man is the one who signed his contract.
That son of a bitch. I knew he was behind all this. Can you send us over that data?
I'm uploading it as we speak.
I'll make sure Reed sees it ASAP, so we can get you a warrant for the OCP headquarters.
I am heading to OCP headquarters now.
Что там происходит? А! Давай, дополнительное
Hey,
задание
Robo, could you
прикольное.
help us? We're in quite a pickle. We have here a dead campaign manager from Mills's office.
This case is urgent, but we can't get inside the vehicle to examine the corpse.
For some reason, the car is electrified. Now that everyone's on strike, there's no one to take care of it, and I don't want to end up like a well-done steak.
I am glad to be of help.
And if you could look around for clues afterwards, you know, you never can tell with the electricity.
А. Логично.
Bulbs are burnt out. Something must have caused a short circuit. I assume a failure of the Magnavolt system. I will look into it.
And if it wasn't for that, we'd have probably found the car on bricks and him in just his boxers.
I wouldn't be so optimistic.
Magnavolt is deactivated. It is now safe to investigate the car.
Great. But if you could take a look inside, just in case.
Gladly. The victim was strangled. The rope was tied with a sailor's knot.
Not everyone can tie something like that.
The deceased is holding the phone. The last number dialed is described as the office.
Was he called?
There is an earring on the front seat.
Все.
Could be helpful if we find out.
The phone, the earring, and a sailor's knot. That's something to go on.
And the place itself is interesting. Less than 100 yards from the victim's office. I wonder why he stopped here.
I will go to the office to see if the victim left a message.
It's near the cinema on the 3rd floor. We need to finish here before we can join you.
Were there any witnesses?
There's that homeless guy across the street. He warned us about the current. He probably tried to steal something from the car. But it's hard to get anything out of him. His hand is fried, but he says he doesn't want an ambulance. Says he can't afford it.
Why would OCP get involved in this case?
Not following politics, huh? The guy was Mills' campaign manager. OCP will do anything to get Mills elected.
Yeah, if everyone hadn't been on strike, they would have brought the whole station down here.
Вот еще одна причина, почему
Why did you not
мы
join
на
the strike?
закузака.
I owe Reed a favor.
And you're too close to retirement to risk it.
But there's nothing keeping you here, Officer O'Neill, apart from making my life less bearable.
Well, somebody's gotta watch your clumsy ass.
Ясно.
I will let you know if I find it.
We'll meet you there,
Пойдемте, короче.
and maybe we'll grab a burger on the way.
Not on my watch.
Hey, I thought we were partners.
Что интересненько есть тут? Этот, как всегда, спит.
The long-awaited execution of the war criminal Ernesto de la Diego ended in failure when his military supporters, Red Rat, staged a bloody protest. Ernesto was acquitted to prevent further bloodshed.
May I help you, officer?
I want to speak with someone from
Да, я
Simon
ничего
Page's
перемотал, ладно.
office.
По привычке.
Then you're in the right place. Agatha Crane, Simon's assistant. But I'm afraid we have to wait for Mr. Page if we want to go in.
Подождем.
Why?
A keycard issue. I have to recode them every week because Mr. Page has a thing about security. But sometimes newly encoded cards don't work. I call them unpredictable little things. They can ruin even the best schedule.
Mr. Page was murdered last night.
What? Oh God. That makes my schedule irrelevant.
Were you or anyone else in the office yesterday after Mr. Page left?
No. Mr. Page always stays late, and just the two of us work here.
Allow me to check the phones. Mr. Page called the office during his murder.
Of course. But first we need to get inside. Maybe you could help with the door.
Да, но сейчас я посмотрю, что тут ничего больше нету, да? Ладно.
Follow me.
All calls go through my phone. It's on the desk on the right. Things to throw away. I regularly clean my workspace. I don't like to be distracted by anything.
Тут ничего.
You have no new messages.
The phone on Mr. Page's desk is connected to his answering machine. It's the only one in this office.
Maybe he did not get a chance to record his message. Did Mr. Page like to sail?
It was one of his hobbies. I don't know who he sailed with, though. He kept me out of his private life.
Organ selling and other ideas for making money?
The books were bought for show. Visitors don't look too closely, and making an impression is all that matters. Mr. Page's words. Mr. Page's private schedule. Some of his meetings were so secret that he arranged them for himself. I didn't even know about them. Receipts for gifts that Mr. Page gave during business meetings. Mr. Page's computer. I don't have access to it.
Все по идее.
Did you find any leads? You know, perhaps you should check out Mayor Kuzak's team, as the death of Mr. Page plays into their hands.
According to his schedule, Mr. Page often met with a person marked as G. In fact, they met yesterday.
Oh God. Could he be the murderer?
Do you know who that might be?
As I said, Mr. Page had a thing about secrecy. I wasn't allowed to view his private schedule, so I don't know all the people listed there.
What about his receipts? There was one for earrings. Who were they for?
For Gloria. Oh God. G.
Gloria who?
Gloria Lindbergh, from Kuzak's campaign office. Mr. Page wanted her to change sides.
Do you know where she lives?
It's just a short walk from here. An apartment opposite the basketball court. I don't know the exact address.
Так, погнали.
What'd you find out?
We have a suspect. I am on my way to question her. In the office, there is an assistant of the deceased.
I'll keep an eye on this place till you get back. Kurtz will be here in a minute. He just went to get us a couple burgers.
Как обычно, блин. Прикольное доп. Задание. О, ящичек. Ящичек это полезно. Это все? Это все.
Are you Gloria Lindbergh from Mayor Kuzak's office?
So OCP is using less and less subtle methods to intimidate us. What do you want?
I am here to ask questions about Simon Page.
He's my political opponent. I have nothing more to say about him.
Mr. Page was murdered last night.
Oh. Too bad for him. I kinda liked him. So why are you here?
We have reason to believe that you are involved.
On what basis?
We found evidence that you may have been at the crime scene.
What a surprise. Evidence found by OCP, perhaps?
Did you or did you not meet yesterday?
I was supposed to, for business. But Simon called my office and canceled the meeting.
The investigation demands that I search your apartment.
If OCP wants to frame me, you probably won't back off anyway, so come on in.
Нет, это не она.
I was wondered if there was a man hiding under that shiny armor.
Is this a gift from Mr. Page?
He gave them to me when we met. He was probably trying to buy his way into my favor. I lost the second one. I have a second glass if you want to loosen up. I have a prescription for them. I can't fall asleep when I'm alone in bed. I lead a busy social life. It's not a crime, is it, officer? I have various hobbies. Sailing is one of the more innocent ones.
Вот
Do you
основная
like it,
улика.
officer? Such strong hands can probably tie strong knots. So, am I under arrest? Maybe you want to cuff me?
Negative. First, I would need to charge you. According to Mr. Page's schedule, you met often. Too often for business meetings.
That doesn't make me a murderer. Simon contacted me a month ago. He wanted me to join Mills's campaign office. We slept together a couple of times, and there was something electrifying about it. Secrecy, his connections with OCP, the consequences if we were found out. And we were. His assistant figured it out. She must have reported us, and OCP killed him. They were afraid he might give me Mills's campaign details.
You claimed that Agatha Crane knew about your affair.
Not only knew, but she blackmailed Simon. She's ambitious. She wanted to get a promotion out of it, but Simon fired her.
А, даже
When
так.
was Agatha fired?
Maybe a week ago? You should talk to her, not me.
I intend to do that. Please stay at our disposal.
Missing you already.
Вот и все. Дело раскрыто.
Officer Neal, come in. Is the victim's assistant still with you?
O'Neill here. We have a problem locating her, but I can assure you she didn't leave the office. You'll see when I'm...
Короче, она сбежала. В двух словах. Красивенько. Этот до сих пор спит, блин, дебил. Может, она его просто снотворного, кстати.
Where is Agatha?
A very good question.
When you left, I came inside to take her statement, but there was no one here. Kirk showed up soon after.
We've been looking for the lady ever since, but she's vanished into thin air. She couldn't have left the office without us seeing her, though.
Секретный ход.
We must find her. New evidence suggests that she is the murderer.
Once again, let's just check every corner. She couldn't just disappear.
A secret button hidden in the desk. This is getting more interesting.
As long as it's not red,
The case of the mysterious disappearance solved. Now all we have to do is open that door.
It looks like she used a computer. Sesame. Maybe we can find some...
Вот и все. Ага.
Sure, keep reminding me of the delicious
Just
sesame
delete
seed
already.
burger bun.
Agatha Crane, you are under arrest for the murder of Simon Page.
It was just removing an obstacle.
You have the right to remain silent.
I had the right to do it. He didn't even realize that by blackmailing him, I proved that I'll do anything for the job. What else would you want from a political strategist?
You have the right to an attorney.
This is my attorney. I wasn't born to end up in jail. I was born for great things, and only I decide my fate.
There are no bullets in that gun. The clip is out.
Unpredictable little things. Again, it's frustrating when they ruin even the best schedule.
Everything will go according to plan for the next several decades.
Okay, lady, show's over. You're coming with us. I hope they throw away the key. Because of your cold-blooded murder, I'll have to reheat my burgers.
Еще одна печатная плата. Так, у нас 3,2, да? 5,3. Давайте посмотрим, что мы можем сделать с 5,3. Так, во-первых, 36. Сразу на точность. 34. Бронепробиваемость. Еще 34. Ух, блин. Но пусть будет емкость магазина 33. Пускай это будет перезарядка. 32. М. 30. Тоже не подходит. 27. 27. Точность. 27 также не подходит. 26. Пусть будет. Блин, 34 все-таки подойдет. Блин. Пусть будет сюда. 34 точно не подходит. 33 не подходит. 32. Нет. 26. Сюда. 24. Даже так. Даже так. Но временно давай пока. Нет, вот сюда воткнем. На перезарядочку. 21. Сюда. 21. Сюда. Сюда. Вроде бы все. Давайте попробуем. Спит консьерж. Так, у нас все доп. Задания выполнены, да. Штаб OCP. Ну-ка, давайте по той улице пройдемся. Поехали. Красивое здание. Чё, полазим по OCP-шке?
Hey, Murphy. We've been analyzing the files that you sent us. And it turns out that the data from your evaluations have been used to prepare an afterlife presentation. And get this, it's taking place right now. To put a cherry on top, the old man is in attendance. Just find where the afterlife presentation is taking place, and you'll catch the old man red-handed.
That is how I prefer to catch criminals.
Thank you.
Did you have a career development meeting with your supervisor?
Туда мы сходим обязательно.
Just let me go. You said yourself that you didn't have time for me.
I know who you are, lady.
Welcome to
You
Omni
broke into
Consumer
the security
Products.
room.
How may I
You're
help
up
you?
to something.
Hey, Robo, could you resolve this issue we're having?
Подожди.
A meeting regarding afterlife is taking place right now. I want to know where.
Let me check. Yes, that would be the executive conference room on the top floor. The elevators are behind me. But I'm looking at the guest list and I'm not seeing your name.
I will be the
Я главный
highlight.
звезда шоу, да.
There's been a security breach I need to investigate, but someone's got to escort this trespasser out of the building.
I could help in both cases.
Good. The breach seems like a big job. Once you're done with her, can you join me in the server room? It's just down the hall.
Sure he could.
Don't think it's over, lady. I'll check the security cameras later to see what you've been up to. Expect a visit from the police in a couple of days.
I'll buy coffee and donuts to welcome him.
Mm-hmm.
You are responsible for that security breach.
I'm trying to save people's homes. Do I have to remind you what OCP is planning to do with the residents of Old Detroit to create space for Delta City?
I have a record of that issue.
I need to find out what the estimates are for those additional costs. As you can imagine, they don't include them in their brochures, so I have to dig deeper. All the information I need to help those people is in the room where the security guard is expecting you. So can you help me get those records out?
I will not let OCP hustle innocent people.
You'll find the relevant data on one of the servers. I'll be waiting here to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have the proper clearance. You won't be able to access the elevators, sir. Sir.
Out of concern for our employees, Omni Consumer Products have
никогда
purchased
ничего нет.
new sleeping bags. You will be notified
Здание
by your
капец какое
supervisor
красивое.
about your options.
Я, блин, а чё она мне?
And remember, your efforts are paying off.
Серверная там. Давайте-ка погуляем еще здесь, посмотрим, что еще есть. Интересно
Starting
же,
next
да?
month, OCP Silver
нам
card
пройти.
holders will no longer be allowed to use diamond relaxation areas.
Здесь нет ничего особенного. Я не знаю, зачем тут дверь.
Over here. Could you help me with these doors? Someone likely tried to lay a hand on the data collected in this room. The security breach caused them to lock down. Can you open them?
I need permission to enter the restricted area and damage OCP property.
Do whatever it takes.
Разрешение получено.
Now, I need to reboot the security system. The malfunction shut down not only the doors, but also a nearby metal detector gate. That should do it. Thanks for your help, RoboCop. I'll stay here. Better not touch that computer. If the technicians figure out that someone was messing with it, they'll be pissed.
Надо отвлечь охранника. Давайте посмотрим. О. Ясно.
So, you're still here?
Security computers connect to a network. It is worth checking if there is another system that needs rebooting.
Yeah, it's all brand new. Hasn't been tested before implementation. My boss's idea. I should go and check it out. I'll be on my way.
А я разберусь с сервером. Ну и осталась последняя комнатка на этом уровне. Чего у него с шеей было?
Estimates. Do you have them?
Make good use of them.
You helped a lot of people with this, Murphy. But there is one more issue.
Security footage.
If I'm gonna expose OCP, I'd rather not be disturbed by anyone. Could you...
Destroying evidence of a crime is beyond my programming.
Who's talking about that? Shuffling database records will do just
Ну,
fine.
это очевидно.
All you need to do is recharge yourself using the computer in the security room. You could sure use a pick-me-up. You look pale, to be honest.
I will do what needs to be done to protect the innocent.
Thanks to you, I'll be able to focus on what needs to be done as well.
Stay safe, citizen.
Все равно это здание будет уничтожено. Назовем это так. Это пароль, кстати, 2781. Так, тут что-нибудь есть еще интересненькое? Нет, тут больше ничего нет. Изи катка.
I did some shuffling.
Thank you. The people of old Detroit will not forget what you've done for them.
Теперь пойдемте по основному заданию.
Let me get that door for you. I saw that whole scene. The way they treated you. Not on my watch. Going up?
Я должен сам нажать? А, все. Просто в позицию, где я не могу двигаться.
Beautiful, isn't it? This view gives me hope. Shows what Detroit is capable of when not hindered by the city's worst. You probably know that better than anyone else. You deal with filth more than any of us. These miserable people, crammed into those tiny apartments like cockroaches. I swear I need a shower whenever I go canvassing in old Detroit. But not for much longer. I'm heading to a meeting about the Delta City relocations, so that we finally get the poor, criminal elements out of our great city. Exciting, isn't it? You and me together. We'll clean the city right up.
Как скажешь. Так, для начала пойдемте погуляем по зданию. Тут записки должны быть. Оптимальная температурка. Одно здание, два придурка, как говорится. Ничего тут нету, ничего тут нету.
Do you think they hung it upside down?
Наверное.
You have to stop coming to the office. You no longer work here. You were fired last
Why
month.
was he smiling when I signed it? He never...
Ну, в принципе, как концепт, здание очень красивое. Кстати, подскажите в комментариях, насколько точно здание сделано, кто шарит. Ну, заодно подпишитесь, поставьте оставьте комментарии, там, ну, лайки можно поставить. Даже не то, что можно, а нужно. Для продвижения. Можете поставить дизлайк, если вам не понравилось. И опишите, что вам не нравится. Так, печатная платка. Ауто 9. Сменить плату. 5.1 выбрать. Ох. Интересно, интересно. Ну давай сюда воткнем. Угу. Тридцать три. Давай лучше урон. 34 сюда. Тридцать. Пусть будет КД. 27. Пусть будет урон. Также урон. Отлично. 22. 22. Урон просто бешеный, но пробитие такое себе. То я ставлю.
Do not be amazed when a man grows rich, for when he dies, he takes nothing with him. Until now. Afterlife, OCP's answer to death itself. As a frontrunner in human-machine hybrids, OCP is focused on proving that death is no longer the end. With a number of successful prototypes, our team continues to work tirelessly to ensure Afterlife is more stable than any of our previous cybernetic achievements. We've come a long way since OCP's first cyborg.
Do not say I did not warn you.
To now.
Hi, I'm Eve, and I've died, but that's not stopping me. With the newest development in cyborg research, OCP was able to give me another chance. And now I'm back to enjoying my life. Or should I say, afterlife. Because at OCP, the goal is no longer to live, but to thrive after death. And since our friends in the government are fighting for human rights for all people that were once pronounced dead, my life will return to what it was in no time.
Under my legislation, RoboCop and all future cyborgs will be granted human rights. They'll be able to live, vote, and run their businesses just like the rest of us. Vote Mills, vote RoboCop.
Afterlife. Eternity. Today.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know someone was here.
Eve,
It's actually Meg.
are you like me?
So you've seen the ad, huh? Sorry, I'm not a robot. Just a commercial actress. I've been a face for a lot of stinkers, but good luck selling Afterlife. Technology that won't be available to us for the next 100 years or so, I've heard.
Where is everyone?
From what I understand, the old man canceled the meeting last minute. I don't know why no one tells me anything around here.
So he is behind all of it?
Who else would authorize funding of such a pretentious project?
So you are selling something that does not work?
That's advertising for you. At least with Afterlife, we won't get many complaints from the dissatisfied customers.
Да.
Because they'd be dead, you know?
What about all the money that went into research?
From what I hear, OCP gave it the college try. They spent a lot of money on some prototypes, but this time they ended up with nothing. That's how it often goes with these cutting-edge projects. I imagine there were quite a lot of unsuccessful RoboCops before you came along.
Where did they conduct the research for this project?
I don't know, but I don't think it's in this building. I've noticed that there are always big cooling trucks parked in front of OCP when they're showing off new tech.
Where is the old man?
Probably in his office, at the end of the hall. But I don't think barging in unannounced is such a good idea.
I disagree.
Suit yourself.
Can someone take this robot away?
Только есть одна маленькая проблема.
Put your hands up. You are under arrest.
That's no way to talk to an acting CEO. You didn't come here to congratulate me? So, you haven't heard. It's been on every channel for the past hour. Watch some TV once in a while. Life's passing you by.
As the former CEO of Omni Consumer Products passed away earlier this morning, we at Channel 9 are deeply saddened by this horrific tragedy. Our condolences go out to the OCP family in these dark times. In other news, why do balloons make that popping sound?
About time the old man kicked the bucket. A Japanese company is already eyeing to buy us out. The way he was managing the company lately, he'd basically run it to the ground, especially with his personal projects.
Afterlife.
Oh, you heard about that too. How desperate. Just die gracefully, you old fuck. But don't you worry about it. As an acting CEO, I'm putting a stop to all of OCP's unnecessary expenses. And that includes all of the old man's pet projects. So say bye-bye to Afterlife, and Delta City for that matter.
Wendell is still out there.
The market will take care of him. With no one to finance his stunts, he'd need an army willing to mindlessly fight for him, and for free. So there's nothing for you to worry about anymore. Well, maybe about collecting unemployment, since I'm firing the entire police force and replacing them all with my robots.
Those robots are unreliable.
Oh, that's adorable. Especially coming from you. But you'll get to see the improvements we've made firsthand. Since I need you to come to the Arms Expo. Just don't be late. Now, you leave. Bitches, come! It's time to celebrate. Let's throw the old man a hell of a wake.
You could arrest me,
Robo.
officer.
That expo
have
thing
my
is a
own
black
hand
tie
card.
event. Then again, I guess that doesn't...
Ладно, пойдемте дальше.
Because of the tragedy that has struck our company, you will be informed by your superiors about the recommended ways to experience mourning. The meeting is not included as work time. Thank you.
The old man is dead.
Yeah, I just heard. So what do we do about Afterlife?
Becker is shutting it down.
Not the only thing he's shutting down. I just got a call from the precinct. Everyone's been fired. So what now? What about Wendell?
We wait for his move.
He'll be desperate. I bet he'll try to get as many supplies as he can before his money runs out. But where will he go to do that?
The Detroit Arms Expo.
Shit, that's right around the corner. I could go there.
No. Stay with Dr. Blanche. Becker wants me to attend the expo. This way, I can keep an eye on unwanted guests.
I hear you.
I can't believe he's gone. He was so young.
Such a tragedy,
Ну да, что-что, а люди думают о деньгах.